The need for food sufficiency after independence led to the identification of Ahero Irrigation Scheme as a pilot project for rice production. Due to its floody weather terrain, the scheme has survived through and through, but with a myriad of challenges. However, the introduction of National Irrigation Board brought life to the farmers whose main economic activity has been rice production.
We have a total of 2,000 farmers. The number has been increasing. Our mandate in this region is operation and maintenance of this scheme. Our operation starts from the pump station. We ensure that we pump water from our abstraction point. We ensure every farmer get access to reliable water supply.
At the water pumping site in River Nyando, lack of electricity disrupts the process of water pumping to the farms. This is one of the biggest challenges the farmers here are faced with.
If we can get gravity, I think we as farmers, we can perform well in doing this method of irrigation. Okay. Because sometimes you can even get, you start doing this thing, stima imepotea.
Wakati tulikuwa kilimo inaendelea, tukawa na shida ya maji. Hata mpaka vijana wanang'ang'ania maji, mpaka hata kupigana wanapigana. Hata mngepelekwa nadhani block B sasa hivi wanatumia maji. Mtaona vile vijana wanang'ang'ania maji. Sasa kitu ambayo tulikuwa tunaomba, ambayo wenzangu wamesema, ni gravity. Tunaweza sikia vizuri sana.
Gravity irrigation, they say, may save the farmer from losses incurred as a result of poor water supply.
We have farmers who cannot even afford to pay the 3,640. We know that is just a subsidy. The government is doing a lot to pay the electricity bill. So in the future, we are looking forward to what we call gravity.
But it is not only the pumping that is a problem. Water hyacinth is clearly a great hindrance to production.
Since we get water from Lake Victoria, we have a problem of water hyacinth, which has been a perennial problem. And as you can see, the quality of water is very low because of the decomposing hyacinth. It also blocks water from getting into the irrigation scheme. So we have a very expensive procedure of maintaining and operating this pump station.
Agriculture being one of the key agendas of the national government, the National Irrigation Board is working hand in hand with the farmers to ensure that food security in the country is taken care of. At the Ahero Irrigation Scheme, where rice is the main economic activity, farmers are celebrating the unity.
Samani, wawa vijana anaumia. Hakuna mali, umeenda kufanyia kazi, na saa hii sisi tunafanya kazi, umepata kazi karibu. Mimi siendi mali na tafuta kazi. Mimi nafanya kazi hapa. Watu waanze kutengenezea mchele. Hata circulation ya pesa iko mzuri. Hawezi enda mbali kutafuta pesa. Pesa sisi tunataka napata karibu. Ya pili, watoto naenda shule. Kama mimi ni mtu iko na msichana yangu iko form 1. Mimi nalipe school fees full year. Kwa maana ya hii kazi ya hii mchele. Kama huna hii mchele nitapata hiyo pesa wapi? Nitaiba.
Just before harvesting, the birds become a real nuisance to the farmer.
We have rampant birds, I tell you. They find their way to the West Kano irrigation scheme. And you find the ravaging of birds. Our farmers normally go back with their bare hands.
Besides, the farmers here have embraced diversification as a way of enhancing food security.
We also do other crops which we have been able to appreciate over the years because of the changing dynamics in terms of rice marketing, the consumption preference of the consumers, and also the need for food security and also nutrition in this country.
The issues spread across the schemes that depend on pumped water for yields. At Bunyala Irrigation Scheme in Busia County, farmers are upbeat that in the near future there will be improvement. This is subject to the construction of a multi-billion irrigation project that will serve over 10,000 acres farms.
From this intake works here, there is a canal, yeah? A diversion canal now obstructing about 10 meters cubed per second of water, which is enough to irrigate up to 20,000 acres of land.
Over the years, the farmers here have suffered massive losses due to floods, but things are slowly changing. The National Irrigation Board, in conjunction with the farmers, are currently working on a round-the-year system which sees the rice fields active throughout the year.
We do rice from January to December every year, and that way it enables the farmers and the community around here to have a continuous source of income. If they are not farming by themselves, then they are labor. They are providing labor on their neighbors' farms.
Besides, they have engaged the farmers in production of other crops to ensure continuous food supply. And when all is done, it is harvesting time.
The average production of rice in this irrigation scheme, which is 2,168 acres, we are able to get up to 5,000 metric tons per season.
All the way from the farm, the produce ends up here where it is sold to NIB, which later sells it to other distributors. Interestingly, people come from all over across the countries, including Uganda. But unfortunately, to the farmer, it is a loss in terms of value addition.
We don't say it is bad, but that is the only thing we have now. But for how long are we going to rely on this? Because if the Ugandans don't come up, our hands are now tied.
Selling rice in form of paddy is a great disadvantage to the farmer.
This one we are losing a lot of byproduct like rice bran, broken rice to our buyers. So if we can add those byproducts on top of what we are selling in paddy form, that means we will be increasing the price of our rice.
We are imploring the national government majorly to intercede. If there are some cheap imports coming from outside, we are telling them to cut that so that we can find an outlet for our farmers to find our marketing avenue easy.
With the efforts by the national government to enhance production and ensure food security in the country, it is their prayer that a local market would earn them more and help improve their living standards. Reporting for Channel 1 News from Kisumu County, I am Lillian Otieno.